Hello, and thank you for tuning into another episode of Citizens Point on Real News. This is a little extra we're doing on the side. My name is Chuck.
And I'm Carlos, and today we're talking about why the wall should be built.
Now, why does America need the wall? In my opinion, we should be needing the wall for safety is an issue.
Yes. And it's not just safety. We're going to start with the negatives, right?
Yes, this is true.
The negatives. Some of the negatives we were going to talk about, today I was talking with my father, and he was, I told him I'm for it, and he was saying, well, you're Mexican, why is that so? And eventually at the end he's saying, I think it's just a sign of racism. It's just, it's racist to want to build the wall. And to that point, well, I don't think so. Unless somehow that wall had a way of detecting people that look like me and not letting me in, or people that look like me.
This is not a true statement. No racism.
Then it would
here.
be.
It's about making America great, and it won't be great without that wall, without the American wall, and that's what it's really about. There's no racism involved, like he was saying. There's no race, color, or personal issue with anyone that seems like a problem. All it is to make Americans great again. It's just to keep the Americans better than themselves.
Another one of the negatives is saying it's just a waste of money.
That is not true. This is not true, as it will profit to give more jobs. Let's start that one off first. Second, also to make sure that Americans are getting paid what they deserve to be paid.
That is true. If this wall is built, there's going to be a lot of new jobs being created with all types, not just building the wall, but maintaining it, border security. It is, one could say it is somewhat strange, usually when, someone of my race decides to be for it. Mainly for me is, the way I see it is, I'm here in the United States, and the building of this wall, it will lead to
I would say just a better, relationship in America to bring more families together that are already here, like you're saying.
But more like the economy. It will. What is that?
Keep jobs for Americans. The Americans that are here already in our country, and not that we have anything against immigrations. Even future immigrations, we have no problem. It's just we want to keep the Americans getting paid what they deserve, or better yet, just to keep it, borders.
Borders. That is true. Actually, it will help our economy. And this is where I am right now. So if I was in Mexico, and maybe the wall possibly has a negative effect on the Mexican people, then I wouldn't be for it. But I'm here in the United States, and I can only see from a point of view where this would be very beneficial for the economy. All the jobs and everything, like I did mention before.
I don't really see it really stopping anything, as there's sort of a wall right now, I guess we could say, but there's not really any more that it could do than what it is, or if there was one being built, regardless. It probably 10% might stop people, maybe be a little bit harder, but nothing major or nothing insignificant changes would happen if that wall was built, in reality.
Yeah, another one of the topics is that it could increase our taxes. Now, that is something that we don't know yet. So that's not something that could be argued. Could it? Yes, it possibly could, but there's several things that increase our taxes every single year. Increase them, decrease them. So if this wall is being built, there will be, a 0.2% increase in taxes for everyone, then yes, I could see where this would be a valid statement. But, until further notice, this is not valid at all.
Again, I believe the government should more control their money spending in the right way. And this is another reason why the wall should be built, is that the government would have control on where they're spending the money in the right way. Instead of just taxing more people or, taxing others for something that they spend, millions of dollars on the wrong place. And that's just how it is.
No, another thing is, a lot of people don't see the use of it, but it's almost like the reasoning for the wall I see is our homes. Most of our homes, they have fences. They have some type of barrier that stops our other neighbor from coming in freely into our backyard. If I believe if all Democrats were against this and didn't think this was something good for the American, then I don't see why they would have fences in their backyard. I mean, they strongly don't believe that would help. They should just no. Everybody should just have their backyard. But why do we have fences in our backyard? To have so that the other person will respect our property. We have a fence. They're not going to easily come into our backyard and let pets poop in our backyard. Anything.
Well, I mean, even people we've seen some issues where if a tree is in someone else's yard and growing on you had a tree in your property and it was growing on my property, I could sue him for having his property just hanging over my property, but we have that fence barrier where I could tell him, hey, cut your tree, and this is just a tree situation, you know what I mean, just to eliminate the space, the fencing around our space. It's our territory, it's protected territory of our country, and that's basically the same issue what we're talking about here about the wall. And the wall is our protected territory for our land, as we have conquered separating from Mexico.
And then there's one last one, was the legal obstacles when building such barriers, such walls, such fence. But once again, we do this all the time. Railroads have been built, and I'm pretty sure they cross through, reserved areas, not necessarily to the extent that they are as now, but the way they were before. But why were those railroads built? For the betterment of the USA.
Again, yeah,
transportation.
As time has proceeded, as we go forward in America, making America great is always better technology, railroads. Talk about diesels coming across the border. Again, there's products coming from Mexico that we still carry in our country, but it's all limited by what comes in and out of our country, and it's just the more security for just to have walls. I mean, there's not going to be a real big difference on it, honestly, but it's the principle of having America, our great territory, beneficial, and that's why we do need the wall. That's why we have to have a wall. I mean, that's my opinion. Again, Carlos, if you have a different opinion.
No, pretty much, like I said, I'm for it. It is a little different. I don't see, my family's not for it. They, like I said, once again, they do think it's something with racism, being for a wall. But hey, it's gonna boost our economy. So I think, hey, if it boosts the economy, if it helps everybody out, we don't know about taxes being increased. So as far as as that goes, I say it's a go. I don't see why we're still fighting over it. I get a great point that you made. America wouldn't be great, without the wall. And if those people who think that this wall shouldn't be built, that it's not important, then how about you think about tearing down your wall or your fence that you have in your backyard,
and let anybody.
Yeah, let anybody in.
That's a true statement. I like that theory because I'm telling you, we all have our protected space. When you buy property, I mean, majority of the time, it's fenced in, and there's a purpose for that. There's a purpose.
Yes. Well, that's it for today.
Well, thank you for watching and tuning into another show of CPORN.
And if you like it, give it a thumbs up, comment, and subscribe. As well as, since this is a special episode, go ahead and leave your comments below. Everyone is entitled to their opinion. Maybe you don't agree with us. Maybe you do. Hey, maybe you could even change our minds. And if you're against it, then let us know why. Thank you.
Thank you, guys. You have an awesome day.